It's Kat. Welcome back to my studio. It's so nice to see you again. Today we're filming part 4 of my art journaling process, and if you've been following along in the first segment, you know that I talked about a 3-part process, which is to document, listen and let go, and pay attention. And today we're going to talk about paying attention. And I thought, what better way to illustrate that for you than to show you in my journals where I actually let go and released, and where I really struggled and I had to work with it. So I thought that would be the perfect way to do it. So I'm going to show you my journals right now. This spread is in a journal that I finished some time ago. It was 2011 when I started this journal, and this is September of 2011. And this spread I truly struggled with, and I finally felt like I got it right at the end. There's a lot of texture going on in this, and this is exactly what we're talking about. This spread is about releasing fear, and I wrote, just don't think about it, and that thinking is the enemy of creation. And so it's like my head, I had lost my head kind of in this journey to create what I wanted to say for September, and releasing fear and letting it go. And I really love the way it turned out finally, but I had a lot of work in getting it here. And I love the old packing tape on here and just the way it came out. This spread is in my current journal. This is 2016, and I was going through quite a period of transformation, spiritually, mentally, coming to new understandings about who I am and where I want to go. And I redid this page a couple of times. I kept drawing. I knew I wanted the image of a bird in a cage. I could see that clearly, but I just couldn't see how to get there. And I had a wonderful piece, a drawing that I did, and I ruined it with walnut ink and ripped it off, and then thought, okay, I give up. You just tell me what you want me to do. And then I just started ripping music paper and formed the wings, and then it just all came to me. And the quote, "You have escaped the cage, your wings are stretched out, now fly," from Rumi. I found later and realized after I had done this that the image that I was creating was so little, and the scope of what I wanted to say about where I had come was so much bigger. And when I finally let go and let my muse just do it, I realized that the wings and who I am flying free is so much bigger than what I thought. This example of the last step in my 3-part process is that this all came together splendidly. This is my oldest journal. It's 2008 and 2009. And I found a piece of paper. It was a scrap that had printed on it, and I used it in my process because I found it and just thought, oh, it was just perfect. It really struck me. And it said, "Last night as I was sleeping, I dreamt marvelous error that I had a beehive here inside my heart, and the golden bees were making white combs and sweet honey for my old failures." And this is a perfect example of just listening and just going with it. This is a drawing that I created, and then the little stitched heart that I made for it. And I absolutely love the way it came out. This journal begins in 2013. And this is one of my favorite spreads. This one came out perfectly. I'm really happy with the way it came out, and it's a great illustration of abstraction in art journaling. And to me, this was a sense and feeling of absolute serenity, at peace with myself, enchantment with nature, and just complete contentment. And that's why there's so much that's clear on the page, is that I was just feeling such a sense of great peace and serenity. So I'm going to leave you with one last example, and there's excuse me, a lot of texture going on the page. I hope you can see that. And this is really about feeling a sense of fear and projecting that and working it out on the page, and the little bug that I drew, and it says stop bugging me, and working with overthinking things and ripping things back and pulling it off. And what happened was, once I finally listened, it created that great sense of texture, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I was listening and letting go. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this series on my art journaling process. I know it was more about my mental process and how I work as a spiritual process, rather than actually a how-to to do art journaling pages. I want to thank you for all your comments and for your subscriptions. Thank you so much. We so appreciate it. And we're enjoying doing this. So we'll see you next time. Ciao, ciao.